Oh. Can you hear me? Oh. 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 Om Shri Mahaganapate Namaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Srutismruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samastajana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Janmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha Om Sri Tapovan Sishyaya Namaha Hari Om. Now let us start the Shanti Patha of Taittiriya Upanishad. Let us chant it. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we are doing the first Anuvaka of Taittiriya Upanishad to Brahmananda Valli. It is one of the most important Anuvakas of all the Upanishad history, one of the most. It all starts with Brahma Vidapnoti Param. Then it says Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It defines who is Brahman. It is the Svarupa Lakshanas as Satyam, changeless, all-pervading oneness. Satya means that which does not change in time or space. And Anantam means that it doesn't have divisions, aparichinna. Jnanam means it is pure being and awareness. So if that is the case, God is nothing but all-pervading, essential, aware being like ourselves. At our free state of existence. Now, the word existence has to be now properly understood. We have explained it quite a bit in the past few talks, but now again I will mention it. Existence means, in this context, it has to be clearly understood. It is the common presence in everything. Just like gold is present in all ornaments. Wood is present in all wooden materials. The Brahman being Satyam, Anantam, it is present all everywhere. Now, what about the things that we see? What Vedanta says is, each one of them that we see, book is, table is, pen is. Every one of them has easiness in it. That easiness is God. That easiness is Brahman. And who supplies that? A conscious, present being supplies that. So if I do not say this is this, that doesn't exist. I am the provider of the existence of my thoughts and of all the things that I see in the form of names and forms in my consciousness. So I as Satchit Ananda or Ananta, I'm all pervading. In me, everything appears. That appearance is recognized by me. So that recognition is existence, which is common to all the things that I experience and I talk about, including my body. What is the properties of those existence and consciousness? It's extremely crucial to know this, because everything in this universe, whatever we say everything in this universe, is appearance in that. So when it says appearance in that, its existence is based upon that. As is. So existence consciousness is not a part or property or a product of the body. It's not. This notion has to be removed. It exists before we are even born, because it's existence. So in fact, body and its activities become known because of that. It is not limited by the boundaries of this body. Even when the body drops, it remains. But it's unmanifest. But it's there, just like a space. Because it's always there, we don't count it. But we are that when you let go of limited outlook that we develop by only looking at the matter as independent true existence. When we go to samadhi, you actually negate everything. With your eyes open, you know you have that adhisthana drushti and also the borrowed existence. Each one of them have borrowed existence. Borrowed existence is called mithya. You become what you are because you think so, not because you are all. Not because you are that. What you think, you become. When you let go, when you withdraw your attention to the source of every thought, source of, including body is a thought in your mind, then what is the support of the mind? Consciousness. What is support of consciousness? Constant ever being present as existence, consciousness. So consciousness is infinite and existence is also infinite. So you are that infinite. In you, without your knowledge, you are thinking consciousness is in me, but you are in consciousness. Our Gurudev Swami frequently used to say, world is not, you are not in the world, world is in you. What is that you? All pervading existence, Satyam Jnanam Anantam. That you realize when you shift back to your existence state. So, last week we have talked about from that infinite, ever existing existence in which we exist, Akasha is born. So how we see the world, they have to explain. Is Akasha real? Not from the point of view of the Satchit, because it's creation appearance. I talked about last week. From Akasha, Vayu. From Vayu, Agni. From Agni, Jala or Apaha. From Apa, Prithvi. These are all unglassified. Once they get grassified, they become Annam. Then Oshadhaya is born. Oshadhaya means herbal products. And then they then Purusha is born, because we eat them and then we procreate, and then the sperm and egg combine, and then Purusha is born. Oshadibhyo annam annat Purushaha. To that point we covered. Here a question is raised by one of the discussion groups. In Bhagavan Shankaracharya's Bhashya, a question is asked. The question is, from what you are discussing, everything is born out of as the original cause of Brahman. Because without Brahman, even Akasha is not there. Then Akasha what? So everything in this universe is born out of Brahman. So every one of us is Brahma Jatiya. The question is asked like that. We belong to Brahman. Then why did you only select Purushaha, human beings? That is a question. The answer is, Bhagavan Shankaracharya answers, he says, because only human being asks the question and is intelligent enough to pursue goals in life. And he also projects happiness in actions. He also knows how to use the intellect. And he is the person who has to explain what is real, what is unreal. But he is caught up in seeing happiness in unreal things. But he is capable, if he applies himself, to know the teaching. So he is not excluded from the teaching. That's why teaching takes him only. Whereas the other entities, they're only for ashana pipasa, for eating and drinking and procreation. So they do not ask questions. What is the purpose of life? What about tomorrow? I have to accumulate enough wealth today so that I can have tomorrow. So karma, jnana are properties he uses, or the means he uses to accumulate. So now same things can be used to explain to him what is real, what is mithya. Mithya means appearance. So that process is starting today. Okay. Now the process is how a human being has to be educated. Now we are all caught up in Anna Rasamaya. Savayesha Purusho Narasamayaha. Saha, that Brahman, which is all pervading, ever existence, conscious awareness. Ever existent awareness as the base. When you withdraw your attention from the body, mind, and intellect, and also avyakta. That Brahman, va esha purushaha annarasamayaha. This particular fellow that we are all sitting and talking, which annarasamaya, which has pancha koshas, because it started with space. Here in this context, he is going to use pancha kosha viveka, which is anandamaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, annamaya kosha. Now this discussion will start. This Annarasamayaha, this fellow made of annam, food, consider himself is only annam. He is the same as that Brahman, but he doesn't know. So that is how it starts. Now this discussion is how the world is, what its limitations, how you can slowly move from Annamaya Kosha to Atman. This is Upanishad is doing. So now first word is Sutra. Brahmavida apnoti param. From there up to this point is Vyakhyana of the Sutra. Sorry, not Vyakhyana. Vurti of the Sutra. Explain it further. The Swarupa Lakshana and all that stuff. From here to the end of the Vyakhyana, how to take this, how to lead me who and us who are caught up in Annarasamaya back to source. We have 5 layers of separation from the source. Each one of them comes with different sense perception capacity. So we isolated fully from there. So how do we do this? So they create a model. The model is of a bird. Bhagavan Shankaracharya explains that model is of a bird, and then that bird is taken in succession of various koshas. I will explain. That is easier once I explain it. So that's what his model is. Tasyeda meva siraha. For that fellow of Annarasamaya guy, this is his head. Tasya idam eva siraha. This is the head. Ayam dakshina paksha. So he is actually comparing it in the model is a bird. Okay. Ayam dakshina paksha. This is the right side. The right wing of a bird. This right hand is the dakshina paksha. Ayam uttara paksha. The left hand is the second wing of the bird. So is matching some of the limbs for creating that model. Ayam uttara, ayam atma. The central point of sira is above. From here to Nabhi part, the central part is atma. Central part means what me. It's when you identify also you show here. that is Atma in this case. It's not Atma self, it's not capital S. It is a individualistic identification. I am. That this part that comes there. Idam pucham pratistha. The part below the Nabhi means the Nabhi means our belly button. Below that part is pucham. Pucham means just like for a bird which has a small tail. This is the tail of the human being. So the correlation matching is done. The reason it is done, Bhagavan explains in his commentary. He says the reason it is done like this is, so when you go to Pranamaya and Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya, they do not have a face. Like Annamaya, they don't have a shape. But they are inside like that they go. Inside means they are more subtle. Means they are cause behind this. They pervade this plus something else. So in order to help our vision process, it is started here. In his Bhashya, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, it is like pouring into a mold, molten copper. So you form a idea of a form. And then you start filling that form with other layers of discussion. That's why it starts. Ayamatma idam buchha tadapyesha sloko bhavati. Regarding this, there is a quotation from Tadapyesha sloko bhavati from Rig Veda regarding this. So this is what now we're going to second Anuvaka. How the system goes, okay, go ahead. I will explain, I'll read second, then I'll explain. This is, we already did this. Next Anuvaka. Yep, yeah, that's it. Yes, this is it. Annadvai praja prajayante ekascha prithivigum shrita adho annainev jivanti adhaina dapi यत्यन्ततः अन्नगं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठं तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते. अन्नात् भूतानि जायन्ते जातान्येन वर्धन्ते अद्यतेति च भूतानि तस्मादन्नं तदच्युत इति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविध एव तस्य पुरुषविधताम् अन्वयन् पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथ्वी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Very good. Now this is the second Anuvaka. How the process works. It goes through two steps. The purpose of these two steps is to let our vision about ourselves expand to limited projected existence to infinite common existence. Existence, consciousness, you can take both. So where do we start? Here. This is what we are. Now, is this by itself independent, or it is a product of its association with the total cosmic matter? Total cosmic matter is called Annam or Anna Brahma. We are a product of total cosmic matter because we constantly interact with it, exchange with it, and then we become what we are. We are born like very small, that also borrowing matter from the cosmic material. And then as we grow, we get matter, and then we discard some matter. Like that, we are nothing but a constant dynamic equilibrium with the total material field. So you have to first let go that you are only this. No, you are the total material field. That is called Anna Kosha. Whereas this is called Annamaya Kosha, made of Anna. Where Anna, that is Anna, total matter, material. That is called Virat. So you are nothing but that, but forgot that you are part of the total. So you expand your vision. That is the first step. So how do that do that? This Annadvai Praja Prajayante. Prajaha means everything that is born. What are the products of Anna? Virat, cosmic material pool. From there only all of us are Prajayante. We are really manifested. We are the matter, but we forgot that is the pool from which we borrowed some amount. Ekascha Prithivigum Sritaha. Whoever is living on the Prithvi are none other than material borrowed from Prithvi and surroundings. So we're expanding our vision. Adho anne naiva jivanti. Also, we live Borrowing material from the Annam, Virat. So shift your attention from this is independent, that is mental ignorance. You are out of the total pool. Out of that Virat only you are living. Adhaina dapi yatyantataha. Antataha at the end, adha enat api apiyanti. At the end, it goes back to that Annam. We go, but Annam remains. Our material is the you borrowed it, but you go to you go meaning you do not own this any longer. Right now, you are identified with it out of ignorance. It is not you as such. It is mental projection. So expand it to the total material field. That's called macro Virat. Annagambhi bhutanam jyestham. Indeed, what is first there is Virat. Jyestham means first there, first born. Tasmaat sarvaushadhamuchyate. Therefore, that Anna, Virat, is called Aushadham. Aushadha means that which extinguishes the fire of hunger. Also, Vaishvanaragni. That's why that Anna is called Vaushadha also. So, Jestham. So, you're glorifying Annam because you're meditating upon Annam. Letting go. It is first point is made Jestham. You are product of that, like a wave is a product of the ocean. So shift your attention to the totality. Because Jestham, and it's also Aushadham, that preserves you. If you don't eat Annam, your stomach will develop ulcers. So your nervous system will collapse. You saw in Chandogya Upanishad, your memory will be gone. Sarvam vaite annamapnuvanti ye annam brahmopasate. Whoever meditates upon that Annam as the totality of the field, let go of the limited perception of yourself. Sarvam annamapnuvanti, they get whatever material comforts they need, they get them. This is a Sakama Upasana. Whereas Nishkama Upasana, we are not mentioned specifically here, Annam Brahma is Virat, right? So Nishkama Upasaka will have Chitta Suddhi and have also reduced attachment to the bodily relations, and also he will expand. Ekagrata will increase, Buddhi Visalata will increase, and then he would be less bound by mental agitations related to physical connectivity. Because it is really temporary, it's borrowed material. Tasmaat sarvaushadhamuchyate. This again repeated. Tasmaat sarvaushadham. It is the aushadha for everybody. Annaat bhutani jayante. Concluding statements. Again, some of the words are repeated to emphasize the point. Annaat bhutani jayante. From the cosmic material field or Virat, each one of us have borrowed existence. Rishi's view of life is very different. They are trying to transmute our thinking to such broader perception of ourselves. Jatanyanyena vardhante, jatani anyena vardhante. Whatever is born in the field of matter also grows in the field of by the field of matter. Then they give a definition of annam. Adyate cha bhuta, adyate cha bhutani. Adyate, that which is eaten. Attija, which eats you, is annam. Tasmat annam tat uchyate iti. Because it is eaten and also eats you. They're trying to expand your vision of yourself. Just do not limit that this is have respect for annam, because it is the sustainer of ourselves. It is because of which you are here and you are growing. And it's annam brahma, all pervading. Up to that point, it makes sense. But what about adyate also made sense? It is eaten by us, yes. But annam eats me also? Yes. How? Because when we drop this body, it goes back into the earth. And earth slowly disintegrates it and then converts into earth back. So who is eating who? Sometimes you think you are eating annam, but sometimes annam is eating you also, because reassimilating your nutrients back into the system to recirculate. Mathematically, somebody said every one of us have a minute pot of elements that are present in Mahatma Gandhi. Because recycle process, probability is there. Or your ancestors, if you want to say that. Every one of us have shared with matter, maybe at the micro level, but it is passed on through the environment, through the matter we consume, like that. Similar shift of attention is required. Tasmad annam tad uchyate iti. That is why it is called annam, because it is eaten and it also eats. So past participle annam. At is the dhatu. Ad is the dhatu. Now again the same logic continues. Tasmadva etasmad annara samayat. Annarasamaya, this body. Annam is the cosmic material field. Annarasamaya means the one who is made of. Maya means like Swarna Maya. Ornament is Swarna Maya. Swarna means gold. Swarna Maya means made of gold. So this is, we are made of Annarasamaya. That is why it is called Annarasamaya. This body is called Anna. Tasmadva etasmad Annarasamayat. This particular thing, which is nothing but a product of Anna, Anyontara Atma Pranamaya. Within this, Anya Antara Atma. Something different from it, but inside it. Pranamaya. There is a Pranamaya is there. So it is filled with prana. This is the reason earlier they give the example of a bird-like structure model is given, because prana now you cannot visualize. So because it is inside the bird-like structure given to body, so inside that is also has bird-like structure. It is not outside that. You understand? That is Shankaracharya in his Bhashya he writes. In order to help you to Upasana, they gave you this model so that you can expand, drop the Annamaya, and then go to the Pranamaya. Otherwise, you cannot visualize what is the Pranamaya. Where is it? It says inside you, visualize as a bird. So every one of us can be visualized. If you say it's in my body, then suddenly you would say it's not in my body. No, that's why they gave us independent model like a bird. Tenaisha Purnaha. Tena means that by Pranamaya, this is Purnaha, it is filled. Savayesha Purusha Vidha Eva. Because prana is filling this, these are the same shape as the Annamaya. Tasya Purusha Vidhatam. Because it is this Tasya, the Annamaya's Purusha Vidhatam, the shape of him, Anvayam Purusha Vidha is the Anvaya means it is also correlated with the Pranamaya. Anu means correlated, follows. Purusha Vidha, the Annamaya Purusha form, Vidha means form, is followed by the Pranamaya also. Then Tasya Prana Eva Siraha. Now, because it is correlated, they want to again give you the corresponding parts. Tasya Prana Eva Siraha. See, prana has also 5 parts. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana, Udana. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. Prana means that when somebody puts a hand in there, whatever comes out is prana. Prana is somebody has prana, yeah, put your hand, prana. Apana means that goes in the other direction. Vyana means circulates. This is all physiological. They all get prana, fundamentally it receives from sun. And then biochemical reactions and all this happen, and then it becomes actually Shakti. Different functions are there because of Shakti. That is basically Hiranyagarbha, Sutratma it is called. We did in the Shanti Patha also. Hiranyagarbha, as Vayu, we have seen that in the Shanti Patha. So, Shanti Patha in the beginning, first Anuvakas, Siksha Valli, Shanti. So, Tasya Prana Eva Siraha. So, prana has also Mukhya. There are 5 aspects to energy. It's called prana in general. One is prana that we breathe out. Vyano Dakshina Pakshaha. Vyana means the circulatory energy spent. It's the energy field. Prana is energy field. Energy field is the cause for the material field. So science also agrees that. Energy field means activity as expressed through various parts in our body and in our transactions, which is run by energy through the physiological system. Apana Uttara Pakshaha. Apana means that one which goes inwards, down. Prana means that goes out. Vyano Dakshina Pakshaha. Vyana means right wing is circulatory prana. Now don't see too much into it. Why Vana is Dakshina Paksha? Why is it not Uttara Paksha? And all, don't see too much. The idea here is you are being led from a mental preoccupation with limited things to infinite things. Now it's also just like Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha is also cosmic field, not the individual level. In that individual level, you have to visualize for Upasana purposes, but it is also shared from the cosmic Hiranyagarbha. Don't forget that. Vyano, the Dakshina, Apana Uttara Pakshaha, Apana is going down. Akasha Atma, here Akasha is Samana, Samana Vayu. Digestive. That digests everything and makes it equivalent and then sends to everywhere. That's Samana, Akasha. That's Akasha. Prithvi Puchyam Pratistha. Prithvi is the devata of the gravitational field of the earth. It is that which is equated to, in normal terms, Udana in some of the Upanishads, but also Udana stands for some material circulation against the flow. Like when you vomit, you eject against the normal flow. When you cough, when you sneeze, those are Udana. When the life leaves the body, it is Udana. But normal circumstances, it is equated to the gravitational field to hold the body, suspend the air in the body. Otherwise, body has Navadvare Pure Edehi, Bhagavad Gita, it says. Kathoparishad 11 Dvaras, it says. It includes the Nabhi also and Sahasrara also in Kathoparishad. So, because of that, he's saying the nine holes are there in the body, but air remains in balance. Because to operate all the nervous systems and mental, energies and all these things, and then to create procreation and also discharge, digestion, all that. So that is also function of the Udana. Keep everything in place so that it doesn't get out. And that is done through the power of the Prithvi, Shakti of Prithvi. Here Prithvi means earth. Devata, not the matter as such, Devata. Gravitational field that holds everything together. Okay, I will take a little bit time and then try to now put the whole thing into perspective, where we are going and how we are going there. Now it goes a little bit fast. For next 2-3 Anuvakas, it goes fast. But then after everything is done, suddenly, I don't know, I didn't learn anything. I don't want that to happen because it happens. Because you cannot, unless you connect it, you would not know what is going on. The three things that are happening here. One thing is, first you are expanding yourself from limited field of this is only me. First, so by saying you Anna, prana means Hiranyagarbha, total energy field. You are dropping your identification with smallness. To aid you in that process, they glorify Anna. It's not just Anna, Anna, they said Anna is Jestham, Annam Brahma, Annaushadhi. They asked that four or five characteristics they are given. Everything is born in it, everything merges back into it, this all this. In order to let you grasp the idea that you are not just this matter, this is just belongs to the totality. Let go, expand to see a bigger picture of the matter. That's the first step. And second step is, when you go inner, you are going to the cause. And then the previous layer or kosha becomes just a sheath. It becomes basically, if you take a golden ornament, to give an example, its example is not a proof. It's only, it helps you to get the point. If you only, your attention is only on the matter, but matter is only a product of energy. So when you shift your attention as to the cause, then matter becomes just appearance in cause. Just a ornament is an appearance in gold. Appearance has the capacity to block your vision unless you negate it. How do you negate it? You say inner is the cause, outer is the effect. Now you shift your attention to the prana, energy field, Shakti. So now they glorify prana next, so that your mind understands what is prana. Then you get established in that kosha. So the concept of kosha also we need to understand. What Upanishad is trying to do is, it is trying to tell you, you are that infinite, ever-existent, conscious, existent field, you can say. In that, there are 5 steps. To get there, first step is Annarasamaya. At personal level, it is Annarasamaya. At the cosmic level, it is Anna. Anna Kosha, you can call it. But together, that is the first step. To understand what is Anna, you respect Anna, you have a sense of holiness towards Annam, matter, but it has value because of prana, which is inside it. It controls Anna, and it is much more energetic, but it is inside. What does inside mean here? It is more pervasive. It supports Annarasa. So gold is supported by what? Electrons and gold molecules. AU, it is called. Gold molecules are connected by electrons, proton, neutrons. And they are like that, you are going deeper and deeper, but they are the support. Next one is effect. Cause and effect. Just like tasmad akasha sambhutaha, akashad vayu. If it is born from there, that is the cause, this is the effect. In the same way, matter is the effect, and cause is energy that comes from the sun. As prana, it operates everything, circulates everything, function, makes everything possible, makes all the material interactions through energy possible. Let ego be dropped slowly, and see there's something else much more powerful is operating you and me. That sense we have to develop. So at each step, you given a model, in that model, you are now being directed to step number 2 now. Step number 2 is prana. Prana, the cosmic level, is Hiranyagarbha's Sutratma. Hiranyagarbha has 3. Pranamaya kosha also, Manomaya kosha also, Vijnanamaya kosha also. It's all subtle body. Okay, basically we have 3 bodies: gross body, subtle body, and causal body. Gross body is physical, subtle body includes antahkarana and also prana. Manaha, buddhi, hankara, chitta, and also prana. Subtle body includes all the 4. All of those. And then causal body, avyakta. That is Anandamaya kosha. So without avyakta, without the unmanifested desires, when they pop up, mind and intellect get stimulation, the effect. And then when they stimulate, prana provides externalized activities to the body, which is the Annamaya. If anywhere they break it, you become there, you remain there. Because effects are stopped. So that's why it's cause and effect. So Annamaya is the effect of Pranamaya. If Pranamaya did not exist, body cannot accumulate matter and then discharge, function. So prana is required for matter to function as an independent, as an entity. Field of energy overrides field of matter. That field is called Hiranyagarbha. At the individual level, it's pranamaya. Whereas the cosmic level, it is prana kosha. Kosha means that which covers. So prana kosha, Hiranyagarbha is covering also, but the koshas have to be negated. This is not me. That is what is going on right now. The Upanishad is trying to take you to subtler and subtler and make you expand. So if you value the deeper levels, you are more and more stable in your vision of yourself. So this is how the process goes on. Now you might have, I have mentioned in the past, this process is called Adhyaropa Apavada. The creation is not there, but then you don't know how to get out of it. You're very caught up in it. How do you get out of this? So what Vedanta tries to do it is, it adhyaropa, it superimposes something because your mind wants that. Aropa is called, it requires alambana. Alambana means it requires a support. It superimposes something. Then your mind is now withdrawn from everything out and to that particular subject matter. Even that also is superimposed only. Then Vedanta tells you that you are not that, and Apavada takes it out. This is the process. So various 5 layers are really not there, but we are attached to them. 5 koshas which are shielding you from the Brahmana is not really there, but you are attached to them. So then now you are trying to gradually delete them from you by steps. So common example given is, suppose your drushti is on a pot. How to shift your attention from the pot to the cause? It's adhyaropa. They will tell you, okay, now look at the pot. Yeah. Now touch the pot. In the neck, what is there? Clay. At the bottom, clay. At the middle, clay. So what is this really? You tell. I say, oh, that's clay. It's not pot, it's a clay. Okay, now you are going on properly. It's a clay. So there's no pot, it's only clay there. No apavada. There is only clay there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's only clay there. Pot is just a name, but it's really clay there. So only go. Okay, that's good. That's good, Scott. Only way. Next step is, if everything is clay, then there is no cause and effect. It's only clay. See, effect is only when you think clay and pot separate. Clay is the cause and pot is effect. It only comes when you think them separate. But everything is clay, then there's no cause and effect. Only clay is there. There's no relationship. It's only you imagined it in your mind. It's only transactional value. So that is how this gradually you are going to take to the cause and then delete the effect. So delete the effect means delete the pot. Then shift your attention to the cause. Now, since everything is only this, then there's no need for the other layer. So as you go to second step, first step you delete because it is product of this. And then when you go third step, second step you delete. Then you go to Brahman, then look back and say everything is me. Just imagine in the beginning. So that is what the process is. It's called Adhyaropa Apavada process. To lead you from Tatastha Lakshana to Swarupa Lakshana. You are leading you from the varying things to Swarupa, that is changeless. So next class, Pranamaya will be glorified. And then next, inside Pranamaya, Manomaya is there. Again, the shape is described for Upasana purpose. And then Manomaya is glorified. And then inside Manomaya, Vijnanamaya is there. Like that, you take all the way up to Brahman. Neti, neti, neti. Not this, not this. That is how it works. Up to 5 Anuvakas. Next week we'll take. Monday we'll take from there. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om.